Now, again, as a reminder, everyone, when, we all do our pilots, right? The pilots is a pilot, right? It's to go and validate, whether or not this thing works in a small controlled environment, right? And what it does is it allows you to test out the various assumptions and configurations and all the rest, right? It doesn't prove that it's going to scale, right? It's just an experiment, right? And we never like to call experiments when we work for companies, right? So we call them pilots, right? But some of the things when it comes around to AI is thinking about um, you know why isn't it delivering what we had expected, right? So again, like I was saying, right, the pilots prove the value, but the scaling doesn't happen. Okay. And the root cause isn't technical, right? I mean, the pilots themselves, right? Most of our IT teams, right, inside our companies, they're used to doing technical pilots. I mean, it's a little tricky, right, with AI because AI, because it's such a variable tool, right? You don't always know what you're going to get out of the output of using a tool. It's not like Microsoft PowerPoint, right? How you use it determines the output that you're going to get. So things like governance becomes, really important, right? More so than ever, understanding your baselines, right? So you can do your measurement. Again, good pilots, they usually kind of think about where we are and where we want to be, right? But governance, when it comes to AI, the acceptable use policies, how to make sure the tool is used effectively. The opposite of that is making sure the tool isn't abused or used in wrong ways, right? And then the other thing, and I love this part, is the way AI is used varies by role. I cannot stress this enough, right? This is, by gosh, if there's one thing you want to walk away from this thing is AI, doesn't matter the technology using, whether it's Gen AI or anything else, it will be used differently by people in different roles. And this is the magic of AI, and this is the downside of AI. Someone using, let's just, Microsoft Copilot, right? I'm in the legal department, I'm in the marketing department. I'm going to use that tool differently, right? This really has been a painful lesson for enterprises to learn. It's one of the reasons why how effective their AI deployment and usage is varies because the way it gets used varies as well.